Streaming live on WFLA Now. Powered by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Ahoy, mateys! Pirates have been spotted entering the city of Tampa on the Jose Gasparilla. We're live here in the WFLA Now Stream Center, prepared for, of course, one of the most fun events of the year. Yes, it's Gasparilla 2023. Let's bring up the entire crew and introduce our entire team. It's Jack Royer there in the top left. He's an Eagle 8 HD. In the bottom left, Nicole Rogers is joining us from the Tampa Convention Center. She is, of course, ready to go as far as the arrival of the Pirates. And bottom right, my battery mate here in the Stream Center, Amanda Holly. Amanda, it's great to have you. And, of course, I'm here in the top right. But I want to send things right over to Jack Royer in Eagle 8 HD as things get ready for the invasion of these Pirates aboard the Jose Gasparilla. Hey there, Jack. How is it up there in Eagle?
Hello from high above, JB. It's a perfect day, albeit a bit of cloud cover, but it's not stopping the fun. You can see the Gasparilla 2 is moving along at a pretty good clip here, packed with people. The cannons are firing, and if you get, we give you the wider view of what we're looking at. They left from the pier down by Ballast Point a few minutes ago, and look at the party that is already ensuing today. Hundreds of boats are following along. Others are joining from the south, and they are moving along pretty quickly. The gangplank was dropped about probably 15 minutes ago, and you can see the invasion is well underway and moving pretty quickly at that. As we'll say numerous times today, it is the only fully rigged pirate ship in the world. They're getting a nice water salute ahead of them from the fire department. And you can see, I mean, look how packed that is. The crow's nest even loaded with people today for one of the most special days of the year in Tampa Bay as we watch. The water is not too choppy today. I understand they're heading pretty much right into the wind and still moving along pretty quickly. So we're watching from above, but it's going well so far. Plenty of pirates are here for this invasion today, JB.
Jack, we're going to need a count from you, an exact and precise count as to how many of these pirates are up there. It's quite a sight. This is your first Gasparilla, is it not?
First one, and what a year for it. It's just such a thrill to be up here and bring you this coverage from Eagle 8 HD. And yeah, it's certainly an experience unlike any other.
And of course, photojournalist Jim Hockett shooting this beautiful video that we are seeing. Amanda, it appears to be a bit cloudy out there right now. We're going to get into the weather conditions here over the course of the stream and how things hopefully will improve over the course of the day. But what is the weather out there like right now?
Yeah, I mean, you heard Jack say it there. They are heading basically straight into the wind. It is gusty out there, a little choppy just from all the boats in general because there are so many. But the wind's also a little gusty, 10 to 15 miles per hour right now, gusting into the 20s and obviously chilly. I don't think those pirates on the Jose Gasparilla are very chilly because there are so many of them. But it is a little cold, a little cloudy right now. I do expect temperatures to continue to warm up a little bit today. It is certainly warmer than last year, less windy than last year, but overall, not too bad of a Gasparilla for us.
The only one on our team that is currently out there in the elements right now, of course, is Nicole Rogers. Let's see if we can send things over to Nicole to get an idea as to just how it's feeling out there and what the mood is like down at the Tampa Convention Center. Hey there, Nicole. How is it? And how you doing out there?
Hey. Oh, it is a little chilly, I will say. But hey, for this Tampa girl, I am so excited to be out here for Gasparilla, especially working it for News Channel 8. But if you take a look here, there are just so many people, and I love people watching and just seeing the costumes. Oh my goodness, some of them are just so intricate and so beautiful. And we definitely have some people staying where we have some people right over here. Gail, so what are you doing here today?
Well, I'm having a great time, and we had a lovely breakfast, and so we feel very special to be here.
And so you're here for the invasion. Have you watched this before?
Yes, we have. We come down every winter from Canada, way up north where it's cold, and this is so much fun. And it's just wonderful to people watch and get dressed up, and it's just wonderful.
Definitely so much fun. So to somebody who has never experienced this invasion of pirates here in the city of Tampa, how would you describe that?
Well, It's very loud. The music is awesome, and the people are all in costume, and it's nice. Come down for the fun and people watching, and just generally a great experience.
Gail, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I just tell everybody, come on down, have fun.
Oh yeah, definitely come on down and have fun. I want you to take a look over there, just see how many people are here. There are thousands and thousands of people just waiting for that flotilla to come. And it's one of the best parts about Gasparilla. But I guess, JB, I'm so excited. I've just been waiting here. Me and my photographer, Joey Capistrate, have been here for hours, just sitting here in the cold, waiting for the flotilla. I'm so excited.
Yeah, Nicole, so how would you say people are bundled up? Or are you cold out there? Can you explain how you're feeling?
It is pretty chilly, and it's half and half. Some people are really bundled up. Some people are in tank tops. It all depends on who you ask out here. See, I have a pretty thin layer on, but what you don't know is underneath this, I have a heated vest on that's battery powered, so that's how I'm staying warm.
Love it. Nicole has the cheat codes for Gasparilla coverage when it's a little bit chillier than expected. Nicole, we'll check back in with you in a little bit. This shot from Eagle 8 HD, Amanda, is absolutely majestic.
I'm literally recording it on my phone right now because we were just zoomed out on all of the boats, the flotilla. Oh my gosh, look at how many boats there are.
Let's check in with Jack Royer. Jack, how's that pirate count going?
That.
JB, they're moving so quickly that we have to stop for fuel so that we don't miss the ending. So if you see us go down for a second, that's why. They are moving pretty quick today and loaded with all those people, 165 feet long and made of steel. So somehow they're making their way. We're going to jump off, refuel so that we don't miss a minute of the action in just a few minutes.
Jack, we'll check in with you in a bit as we get some new fuel in Eagle 8 HD. Jack, thanks a whole lot. Let's switch over now and just show the picture from that's a cool shot as Eagle 8 HD was landing. Very cool. As we show just some of the boats that are on the water today. Amanda, you know better than most. You and your husband, just avid boaters here in the Tampa Bay area. This is a fun day to have a boat.
It is, if you don't mind getting into the craziness. Obviously, that picture right there, crazy. A lot happens on Gasparilla. Everyone has a lot of fun for sure. We hope everyone stays really safe because, there's a lot of people and boats. You got to drive them really safe and careful, and, you got to expect what other people are going to do. I think that's the key there. So lots of boats. And where is this picture right now, JB? Where is it from the convention center?
That is correct.
Okay, if you want to take my weather graphics, I can show the Seddon Channel, which is a little bit beyond. We'll see the Jose Gasparilla eventually come down here. We've also got the boats lined up along the Seddon Channel, ready for the flotilla to pass by. It's basically stuffed with boats right now, too. Hopefully they clear out of the center there when the flotilla makes its way in. But that's a look at the entrance to the Hillsborough River. So we will see the flotilla come up there, and you can see all the boats on either side. Yeah, they're ready to go.
Man, this is just one of the most fun events over the course of the year, and that is why we are decked out, of course, in our pirate hats here. Welcome into the WFLA Now Stream Center, where we are so ready for the fun that comes with Gasparilla. We should probably explain to people what Gasparilla is. Tampa, of course, the city of Tampa, and really the Gulf Coast side of Florida just has such a rich tradition and a rich history when it comes to Gasparilla. And let's bring up another cam here so that we can show everybody. In fact, why don't we bring up the camera that you were referencing here, the Hillsborough River, and the hundreds of boats that are currently in the Hillsborough River. This is something that goes back to, I believe, 1904. Almost every year since 1904. We have had the Gasparilla Pirate Festival. It is an invasion festival, very similar to Mardi Gras that you would find in New Orleans, but we are, I think it's fair to say, Amanda, that Tampa gets, even by Mardi Gras standards, gets a little rowdy. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I can't say I've ever been to Mardi Gras, but Gasparilla is a day in Tampa that you should experience at least once.
It is a pirate Mardi Gras, I think is a fair way to say. So at 2:30 on WFLA, everybody, at 2:30, there is going to be the pirate invasion, or excuse me, the parade that comes after the pirate invasion.
The pirates have already taken the key to the city. I don't know if you really got to that part yet, but right now the pirates are making their way to take the key, and then the parade happens.
Right, so let's explain how chronologically this works. The Jose Gasparilla has pirates on it from YMKG. That's Ye Mystic Crew of Gasparilla, the famed fraternity of pirates made up, of course, of Tampa residents, Florida residents, just people that love celebrating the rich pirate tradition that exists here.
And so the tradition actually starts a couple days prior to today, and the pirates have tried to get the key to the city from Mayor Jane Castor several times over this past week, and of course she refuses to give it up, so now the pirates are on their way from the pirate ship, and they are headed to downtown Tampa to take the key, and they most likely will be successful today.
Here's a good shot from Nicole Rogers' camera
Look
showing
at
how
all
many people are
those
going to
people.
witness. This is tens of thousands of people, it's fair to say.
Yeah, easily. I think estimates 300,000 at least.
Yeah, I mean, just in this one area alone.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is on, as we noted, this is on land and on sea. You can see all the boats there on the water waiting for the arrival of the Jose Gasparilla. So the YMKG pirate ship carrying the pirates, they're going to make their way down the channel. They're going to arrive here. They are going to quite literally invade the city. And when you invade a city, what's the first thing you do? You find their leader. And so they are going to find Tampa Mayor Jane Castor, who has the key to the city. This is all part of the fun, you guys.
Yeah.
And then it's all up to Jane Castor as to if she is going to oblige the demand by this merry band of pirates to give away the key to the city, and how long she is going to hold out on it.
Yes.
It's just a matter of how frisky she's feeling.
Right. So that's always the fun part. The pirates disembark the Jose Gasparilla. They go to her office and try and get the key, and typically on this day they're usually successful. And then the parade ensues. So it's the invasion first. That's what's happening right now. We're waiting for Eagle to fuel back up, and then we're going to have another view from the air of where the flotilla is at in relation to downtown Tampa here, and then the parade starts. And that starts at 2:30, and it goes a long time.
We will be streaming the parade as well with our entire team.
Not just here, but on News Channel 8 TV. Yeah. On TV, we stream it every single year. And you can see all of the floats that go by in the warmth of your home.
Keith Kate, Jen Lee, Josh Benson, and every year Lee Span is
she's not the pirate on the street this year. So we also have a float in the parade, which is really exciting. Last year was our first official year having a float. So the faces of News Channel 8 will be out there, and the whole morning show crew is on the float, and you'll see them periodically throughout the newscast as well.
So take a look here. This is Joey Capistrand shot working with Nicole Rogers, and there we saw the black pirate flags on the back. People really get ready for this every single year. It's just a big, massive event for the Tampa area. There was the one year, of course, when the Buccaneers were in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
At the same time, really, the Gasparilla was going on. This is just a massive event. And with the pandemic in the rearview mirror, we can, of course, glad to say, this event is back at full blast, pun not intended.
Yeah.
Back at full cannon blast. We are also going to be displaying your comments, and Lil Patty is on YouTube Live, Facebook Live. We're going to be saying hello to you guys too. Amanda and I will be monitoring your comments, but is Ric Flair there? Ric Flair is
the Grand Marshal of this year's parade.
So how awesome is that?
He was in studio with us yesterday, and he was as Ric Flair as he could be.
He was here at WFLA News Channel 8. And of course, if you don't know Ric Flair, the famed wrestler from WCW, various wrestling organizations, he's known as the Nature Boy. He goes, woo!
That's his thing.
You just have to know. You have to know wrestling. You have to understand. I wanted to know. I wanted to look back. I thought this would be fun to look up a list of the grand marshals that have participated in Gasparilla. I don't know if there's a master list, but I know that it's usually, obviously they try to get a celebrity to participate as the Grand Marshal. The one name who I've always wanted, I thought Rob Gronkowski would be an amazing Grand Marshal. just because
The
of his
entertainment and the enthusiasm, it's enthusiasm the whole time. He knows how to bring that.
Oh, yeah. And let's look here one more time at the shot down the channel. So, Amanda, can you explain exactly what's going to happen here and how this is going to take shape?
So eventually, out at the end, the mouth of the river there on the right side of your screen, we'll eventually see the flotilla emerging, and then they're all going to come right at the camera, and then they'll travel under the camera, and that will take them into the convention center where Joey, the photographer, and Nicole are at. So we'll get a good view on the ground from that as well. And that's where we'll see them right there coming in, and then they will disembark, and that's when they will make their way to the office of Mayor Jane Castor.
Yeah, so I would imagine everyone here is just drinking H2O, right? They're just drinking water.
Yeah.
No, they're not,
right?
just.
Water plus.
A pirate festival would not be complete with a lot of what Jack Sparrow would call rum. Why is the rum gone? Well, it's because Gasparilla happened in the city of Tampa.
Yeah.
This is a big party. This is an enormous party, and you'll be able to get a better picture as to just how big of a party it is once Eagle 8 HD is back in the sky. Let's do a quick check here, and I'm gonna see if Eagle has taken back off. They know they are currently fueling. In fact, I'll show this to you guys. This is live from the belly of Eagle 8 HD.
Look at that, on the ground.
On the ground, there at Peter O'Knight, and we'll of course monitor this shot as for when Eagle 8 HD is back in the air. But this is live from the Tampa Convention Center. This is where. So, why is this shot so important? Well, the Jose Gasparilla, the ship, is going to come on down. It is going to. It's going to right here. I mean, basically right here in this spot.
Is that where it docks?
That's where it's going to dock. And
I don't know that I have fully ever seen it dock with all of those pirates and then disembarking all of the pirates. I imagine it takes some time.
Oh yeah, it's going to happen right here, and it does take some time. And that's why there's a gap between the invasion.
Yes.
This is really done in 3 sections. You have the invasion, you have the parade, and then you have the party. So really, the party goes all day.
Yeah.
But it really begins with the invasion. That's part 1. Then there's the parade. That's part 2. And then, do you think that everybody just goes home after the parade? No. They flood into our local businesses. It's great for local businesses here in downtown Tampa. They flood into our local businesses, and they continue the celebration. It's just a great celebration, not just of pirate history, but just of life as well. So it's a great opportunity for us to showcase the city of Tampa on a national stage. And also from here in the WFLA Now Stream Center, where myself, meteorologist Amanda Holly, are, of course, joining you from. And Amanda, it's great to have you here. I don't know if I could do this by myself. This is a difficult...
It's a long process, right? And well, I will say that Jack has said that they're moving very quickly, which is kind of interesting because they are traveling right into the strong gusty winds. So I'm curious to see when exactly we'll see the Jose Gasparilla making its way into the Seddon Channel here.
As we await for Eagle, do you want to kind of go through for folks that are joining us from downtown Tampa as far as the weather conditions and when things are going to...
Let's talk about it.
I'll punch up the screen here, the chroma screen.
Yeah, let's do it.
And if you take us through exactly what we can expect in the hours ahead.
Well, I was hoping originally that we were going to have some little bit more sunshine here as we go through the day today. And there will be some breaks in the clouds here. Hey, everybody, over at the green screen. And now I can point to all the fun, beautiful boats out there. Yeah, look at all these boats on the side of the screen here. They're all lined up, ready. So what's going to happen? We'll start there. And look at this right on the side of your screen. I don't know if you can see it yet, but that is one of the fire boats that keeps all the little boats away from the Jose Gasparilla, spraying their water. I wonder if it's coming already. Anyway, what we're going to see happen is the flotilla is going to come around here, and then they're going to move here, and then they're going to travel under the camera, and that's when we'll take Joey's shot there, and we will be able to see the flotilla arriving to the convention center. But yeah, it's kind of. Oh, and I think we just saw Eagle take off. Look at that.
How neat is that? That was a cool moment.
That's pretty fun. But it is a little chilly out there. We're at 60 degrees right now. Those winds, not too bad. Northeast at about 6 miles per hour. They are gusting into the teens there, so 10 to 15 mile per hour we're seeing those gusts. But it's certainly chilly. We are seeing those temperatures only in the 60s, but we're already 5 degrees warmer than we were this time last year at the warmest part of the day. So I think everybody's a little bit happier about that. But yeah, this is where the flotilla is happening right now. So it looks like they are going to be rounding this bend, making their way into the Seddon Channel, and then they're going to be making their way toward the convention center. Now, as we go through the day, though, I hope that we're going to see some more breaks in the clouds that will help to warm up temperatures a little bit. If we can get a little bit of sunshine, it will help to warm us up. And it looks like we're going to get some breaks, some thinning of the clouds here over the next couple of hours. But when I zoom out on satellite, yeah, it's kind of a deck of clouds that are just kind of moving up from the south. So expect the clouds to just stick around and dress in layers. Those temperatures, they are going to be on the chilly side throughout the day. I think we'll manage to make our way into the upper 60s. But if we didn't have the cloud cover, I'll tell you what, we'd be in the mid-70s. It would be really nice. Now, the clouds do stick around this evening, and we don't drop nearly as quickly. So even though you have all those layers on right now, you might be able to shed a few this afternoon. And you won't have to put them on quickly this evening because we're going to stay pretty mild overnight. And then tomorrow looks pretty good as well. The 80s return tomorrow. We were just kind of one day late for that. But, you know, I don't know that anybody's going to complain about today's weather after they're kind of being all rowdy out there.
Great, of course, for Amanda to be able to explain for us what the weather conditions are going to be like in the hours ahead. But you saw Eagle take off. That was really
so
cool.
Fun, right?
That was awesome. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Of course.
And it is the Jose Gasparilla is making its way around the bend right now.
And that's where we have Eagle 8 HD's Jack Royer, Jim Hockett up in the sky. Let's check in with Jack. Jack, what a beautiful shot we're seeing here.
JB, indeed. What a gorgeous shot. What a gorgeous day for this, all things considered. We have plenty of fuel to be with you through the duration at this point as they make their way just to the south. They're coming around the bottom south side of Davis Islands right now near the Peter O'Knight Airport into the Seddon Channel. Plenty of boats ahead of them. And there's a gorgeous view of it, as you can see. Once they make this turn, straight ahead to the Tampa Convention Center, and plenty of boats still alongside them. A lot of them really close to each other in the water. We heard the warnings from police earlier in the week. Be sure that you know what you're doing if you're going to be a part of the flotilla today. And seems everything's going well so far, but man, plenty of revelers aboard. The cannon's still firing as they make their way through these waters. Not quite as choppy, it appears, as we get into the channel here. All is well so far. They've been moving pretty quickly, though.
Jack, I was just going to say, in years past, I've done many years of Gasparilla now, not like many in relation to the rest of our team, but this is, I think, my 4th or 5th year doing it. And I think this year might be, scheduling-wise, they might be the most on time.
I mean, they left right at 11:30.
Yeah, right on the money.
And they're already entering the channel.
Jack, I thought that pirates were supposed to be mischievous and late. I don't understand what's going on here.
Hey, maybe some of these pirates have experienced their own travel delays in the last few weeks and said, you know what, we're going to be on time. They don't want to be giving out any pirate miles to make up for anything. So, yeah, they were very punctual today. No problems getting across the channel, and we're enjoying seeing it from above here. We should mention to you, I know, forgive me if you've already mentioned it, but we went up with Zoo Tampa earlier today for what we call Manatee Watch to make sure there were no sea cows in the way, and they were well clear of the path that the flotilla will take today. Only a few were spotted down near Hooker's Point, but not anything that puts any manatees at risk today, as quite a few boats are coming through here now. And there's the head-on shot for you. What a gorgeous view. As you can see, plenty of pirates are about to invade Tampa.
Jack Royer with us in Eagle 8 HD. I was just going to say, why don't we try to get into just a little bit of trouble here and ask photojournalist Jim Hockett to zoom in a little bit more.
Put that double zoom
now,
on.
Look, if you zoom in enough, you're going to see some shenanigans going on this ship. Oh. But Jack, maybe you can narrate here and kind of take us through what we're seeing with YMKG and the pirates aboard the Jose Gasparilla.
I mean, there are pirates quite literally hanging off the side, as you can see. I'm assuming they're tethered, but there's a great view. Man, you can almost, the camera equipment on Eagle 8 HD is so impressive, you can almost see the smiles on their faces. But people hanging off the masts here at this point. firing the cannons as they go. What a great view that is. You can tell they are packed in like sardines on that ship deck.
Jack Royer in Eagle 8 HD with us here on WFLA Now, streaming coverage of the pirate invasion for Gasparilla 2023. Amanda, if you could be anywhere on this ship, where would you want to be?
Ooh, well, for different reasons, I would want to be in different places. I would want to be up at the top just because that's super fun, but also it's really cold and windy, so I don't know if I could take it up there. But that would be the best view, right? On a nice, sunny, warm day, that's where I'd want to be.
Yeah, and maybe you can explain too, Jack, with I know Jim Hockett's listening too. This is a great shot. Look at the detail in the costumes here. This is impressive. Absolutely phenomenal to see just how well dressed, as you would expect for really what is the most grand pirate festival in the world.
Easily.
I don't know exactly how many pirates are aboard the Jose Gasparilla, but it's
I imagine
certainly
it's probably over capacity.
Yeah, probably.
And look at them just resting there on the side of that netted mast. I mean, braver than me. I was going to say I'd like to be in the crow's nest for the view if you could bundle up today, because down on the ground it is pretty windy and chilly by Florida standards for sure. So I got to give it to the folks up top and hanging off the sides. You know they better be bundled up if they're comfortable over there.
And of course the cannon fire, and this is it takes a lot of effort and a whole lot of coordination and a whole lot of technical achievement, if you will, to put this on. But let's also point out, and if Jim can zoom out for us in a moment here, the Jose Gasparilla does not propel itself. It is of course pushed. But if you've ever stood next to it,
I think it's pulled.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's pulled. Is it pulled or pushed?
I think it's pulled. Oh, well, there's also a tether at the front.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it's a mixture of both.
It might be a mixture of both. But yeah, it's an enormous effort to put this on every year. It's done in tandem, of course, with the city of Tampa. But this is one of the greatest events that we have in a city that is known for putting on a whole lot of different festivals. This one is the signature event for Tampa. And just look at how many boats flank either side of the Jose Gasparilla. Yep. It's about getting into a great position and being part. I mean, everyone's got their phones out. Everyone's taking pictures and video. This is just a really, just an incredible event.
And JB, just to give you a bit of history for you, this is the Jose Gasparilla 2. This has been in commission since 1954 when the crew commissioned the building of this ship, what they say is the only fully rigged pirate ship in the world. It's actually a replica of West Indiaman that was used in the 18th century. As I mentioned earlier, made entirely of steel, 165 feet long, 35 feet across the beam, and those masts, the tallest one stands at about 100 feet. And it's hard to tell. They have a tugboat in front and one in the back, so it looks like it's being pushed and maybe guided in the front, but I'm no tugboat expert. I just play one on TV today. The first Gasparilla was, I believe, in 1937, the first invasion, when the first vessel was owned. That was the Jose Gasparilla 1, I guess it would be known now. But this ship is, about 70 years old.
Jack, we're going to check back in with you here in a little bit from Eagle. We're going to stay with Eagle Shop, but I want to bring in Nicole Rogers, who is joining us, of course, from the Tampa Convention Center, where the Jose Gasparilla is headed. Hey there, Nicole. Who do you have?
Hello. We have some people. Today is the day. How excited are you?
Oh, happy Gasparilla. We are so excited. This is our first time here.
So, people have been sitting for quite a few hours now. Now the energy has shifted. People are starting to stand up. They're starting to head over there. Are you guys excited for the invasion?
Oh, absolutely. We're waiting for the pirate ship, naturally.
And so if you could describe to somebody who's watching this that isn't here right now, how would you describe this feeling?
It is the best event Tampa does all year long. I love it. We come often, and we love it.
And so have you experienced this invasion before?
We have, yes.
So I grew up here in Tampa, and I actually have not. I have been in the whole point as I grew up. So how would you describe to me what's about to happen?
It's wild. It's people. It's everything. It's wonderful. We enjoy it.
Absolutely, and they gave me some beads, so now I'm help decked out for this. You know, what are you expecting to come next?
I guess I'm expecting everything and nothing. So I don't know. It's my first experience. So when they come off, they've told us when they come off the boat, it's a whole different game.
And so tell me, what goes into these outfits that you guys have? They're pretty elaborate.
We bought them for Halloween and then decided to come to Gasparilla and just decked them out even more. So we are so excited. This is like an extra Halloween for us.
That is a smart move, you know, be a pirate for Halloween and you're all set for Gasparilla. Did you do the same thing as well?
We did. We started out with Halloween, and then as we came more often, we kind of went shopping.
Absolutely. And last question for you is, how would you describe everybody's outfits that you see so far?
Amazing the amount of people, the excitement, and the food was terrific here for our buffet this morning.
What'd you get?
Oh, everything. I'm not one of those that are picky. I mean, whatever they have, I'll take double.
What'd you eat?
I had ham and a sweet roll, bacon, lots of bacon.
Sounds like a lot of fun. You know, brunch is one of the fun parts here, but we are just waiting. And as you can see, all of these people have now gotten up from their seats, and everyone's just waiting for that moment. It's why everyone gathers here. And you can see, if you look at that bridge over there, oh my goodness, there are just thousands and thousands of people, not just here at the Tampa Convention Center, but all the way over there, just wrapping around Tampa. And you know, I do gotta say, like JB, you were just talking about it, this really is the signature event. You know, I grew up here, and this is the moment. It's like Christmas morning here in Tampa.
It's really awesome to see. Nicole, I can assure you, because you're side by side right now with Eagle 8 HD, it's getting closer. And I would if for those first
They
timers,
say it's getting closer.
For those first timers, you can tell them it is gonna be loud. I've been down there. It is loud. Nicole Rogers, we'll check back in with you here in a little bit on WFLA Now. Thanks for joining. All right, back here with you in the Stream Center, folks. Of course, Amanda, Holly, and myself with a great view in the center of our screen with the Jose Gasparilla. Let's check back in with Jack Royer for a bit of an update if we can. Jack, where would you say the Jose Gasparilla is right now in relation to this invasion that's about to get underway?
So off to their port side, JB, if I may, that would be the that would be the tip of Davis Islands, the beach at the south point of Davis Islands and the airport. They're about to sort of be parallel with the runway here in just a second. They'll approach the bottom of runway 22 in just a minute. And we're getting into the narrowest part of Seddon Channel here, in between Davis Islands and Harbor Island. They are a bit away. I mean, they don't have any more turning to make. No more curves here. They are going to be in a straightaway to the Tampa Convention Center up to their north. And at the rate they're going, they seem to have slowed down just a bit. You know, good move there on from a safety standpoint. Quite a few boats are ahead of them and are in this channel preparing for their arrival. So they've taken a bit of a slower pace in the last few minutes as everybody surrounds them and sort of starts to consolidate a bit as they get into narrower waters as they get closer. We're flying just to the northeast overhead and flying in circles here to give you the best viewpoint. But you can tell, I mean, as Jim shows you, man, look at all the people partaking in this and participating. And I'm looking with my eyes just ahead. A lot of boats are parked along the stretch of this. They're probably going to want to back up in a minute just to get out of the way, because here's a view of sort of what's up ahead of the Gasparilla. Quite a few folks want to stake out their location and watch. Some seem to be anchored in the shallower waters here and along the homes at Davis Island shore and on Harbor Island. I'm looking down. You can't really see it very well, but right along Davis Islands, quite a few people are lining the streets and have started to pack in. Cars are parked and watching the invasion as they make their way up the Seddon Channel. The sun is starting to peek out. Peter O'Knight Airport is in the sunlight now. We're getting a little bit of it here in the Eagle 8 HD chopper. So, you know, all in all, not bad weather. And there's a view of the crowds lining the way here. That's probably, I would guess, 500 yards away from where the Gasparilla is. The water cannon salute is still continuing from the boat just ahead that we believe is Tampa Fire. So we'll show you that view as we pan over here. So they're just now getting into the channel, and there's the Gasparilla. There's the water salute going on right now. That has continued as they've made their way across the bay. And so we've got a great view up here, and look at, if we can show, look at these boats. Yeah, that is fire rescue. Jim, let's show the boats just packed in. You know, we thought they were packed in a minute ago when they were out in the bay. Look at that. Close proximity today. And this is why, they want everybody to be cautious. They don't want anybody boating under the influence. They want everybody to be careful because look how close, I mean, just feet away in some cases, but everybody keeping a distance there from the Gasparilla with, plenty of pirates and people who like hanging out with pirates right behind them.
Jack, I wish you saw Amanda's face a moment ago. I'm gonna bring up Amanda here because Amanda, what was the one word you just shouted to me, or you whispered to me? You whispered it to me. No, you said sunshine.
Oh, well, yeah, and then Jack talked about it. So,
right.
Yeah, sunshine. You're starting to see there was a glistening on the waves there, the chop there for just a few moments. So, yeah, a little bit of sunshine. That'll feel really nice for those boaters.
That's about the extent of my meteorological knowledge and skill is saying, look, sunshine. So you got all
you
that
got
I
it
can
right.
give.
It's good.
Thank you.
I'd like to take an opportunity here as we bring you WFLA Now's streaming coverage of Gasparilla 2023, the pirate invasion. We can't look at this site without feeling the memory, of course, of our own Paul Lamison. Paul Lamison, Eagle 8 HD's, the voice of Eagle 8 HD, WFLA's chief photojournalist, who, and we're going to bring up a graphic here, who passed away last year. When we talk about there being a signature event, there is no, I mean, it really, there it is. There's Paul. And we can't talk about Gasparilla without talking about Paul Lamison. And we are sending our entire well wishes to Narissa and the entire Lamison family. The WFLA News Channel 8 family misses Paul tremendously. Jack, I know that Jim is with you there in Eagle 8 HD, and I know that Paul is on our minds today, and Paul would be proud, of course, of the job that the two of you are doing. But Paul loved this event. He absolutely loved Gasparilla, and he was an encyclopedia of knowledge, Amanda, when it came to Gasparilla. What a joy it was to hear him talk about this moment in time.
Yeah, I mean, he did this every single year. He loves it. It obviously, you could see the excitement in his face in that picture that we just showed, and that was our get up from last year. And this was his signature event too. He loves to describe and look at all of the people. He likes to follow the boats. He followed the flotilla and was up all day every single year on Gasparilla. So we are missing him this year.
So Paul, we know you're listening. We love you. We miss you. You are so sorely missed. And Jack, I see you there on Talent Cam. You've got someone there over your right shoulder.
Yeah, that was Jim Hockett's idea to honor Paul. That's a photo of Paul up in Eagle 8 HD in the exact seat that Jim is sitting in behind me today. And yeah, Paul is certainly with us. I only got to work with Paul for a few months, but it didn't take a few minutes to know what a kind heart he was, what a heart he had for Tampa Bay and this entire region, and how much he loved being up here and bringing people coverage from Eagle 8 HD every day. So Jim had the idea to honor him in that way today, and we're glad that we can. And Jim, I believe you can speak if you want to. I think you're capable over the air here. Technologically speaking, I know you worked with Paul for many years and miss him dearly.
Oh yeah, I mean, Paul and I go back close to 30 years. We worked together in Fort Myers before we both came to Tampa, and this was probably his favorite day of the year. As a matter of fact, a couple days ago, I was talking to his wife, Narissa, and she was telling me a few years ago she had inadvertently scheduled a vacation for this weekend. And Paul was not happy about that at all. And I think they ended up canceling the vacation so that because Paul did not want to miss being up here for this invasion. and for this this celebration. It was such a big deal to him. He loved it, and we all miss him.
And you know, guys like Jim worked with him for decades and decades. I only worked with him for a few months, but I have to say, of all the kind people less than a year ago, Paul was one of the most welcoming. He trained me on how to cover news in this market, how to use our equipment. And I've never shared this publicly, JB, but it was the day he passed away, we had a conversation in the hallway, and he said, hey, I need to train you on how to fly in Eagle 8 HD so you can get up there and experience what I get to experience every day. Because, of course, I'd followed Paul on social media years before I was able to join the WFLA team. And hours before he so tragically passed away, he had said, hey, let's meet out at the chopper next week, and I'll show you the ropes. So it's truly an honor to be in his seat today. I can give you maybe 1% of the 100% he gave so many viewers and our team in this role, especially on this day. But it is an honor and a thrill, and we know he's watching down, and our thoughts are with his lovely wife and family today as we carry on this tradition in his honor, JB.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Jack. And, I can hear, Jim and I have had conversations, really here at the station. We've had so many conversations about how we miss Paul. But, Paul, we feel your presence today. We know that I think Paul right now would be saying, all right, enough about me.
Yeah.
Get back to
Back
the fun.
to the
This is fun. Paul
Paul.
loved this event and the fun that came alongside with it. Let's see if we can check back in, or you know what? I'll just give a heads up. Nicole Rogers, we're going to be coming your way in just a moment. But in the meantime, the Jose Gasparilla making its way down the channel, getting a little bit closer here to the Tampa Convention Center, where Nicole Rogers is going to be joining us from in just a moment.
I have a question for Jack before we go to Nicole.
Yeah,
we keep
let's hear
talking
it.
about this being the largest fully rigged pirate ship in the world, Jack, but can you explain what that means? What does a fully rigged pirate ship mean?
He might have turned off comms for a second. But
Do you know, JB?
I
don't. I'm curious.
I don't either. But it's obvious we've got cannons,
We got cannons,
that
I
are
know.
going on. So the third grader in me is like, okay, it's a wooden ship.
Yeah.
It's got flags. Yep. It's got people up in the crow's nest, and you've got
Pirates.
cannons firing. That sounds like a pirate ship to
fully
me.
rigged pirate ship to me. Yeah.
I hear
Yeah, I
Jack
agree.
opening up his mic again.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't know the definition of fully rigged pirate ship, but find me another ship with cannons and a bunch of pirates on it, and I would deem that a rigged pirate ship. So I'm gonna just say, I think it's kind of like you know it when you see it. I think I know this is a fully rigged pirate ship. And there's a great view, guys. They've just crossed over the runway at Peter O'Knight, coming up right into the Seddon Channel. And you look at all those boats. I mean, it is incredible, the view from up here, how they've all consolidated and come in right alongside. So everything's going smoothly from up here as we show you the picture. And for folks who don't know, folks who may be watching from out of town or out of state, this is the ship that sits just across from Tampa General Hospital on Bayshore Boulevard most of the year. People drive by. I had some family in town a while back, and we're driving by. They go, wait, is that a pirate ship? Yes, indeed it is. And now we can tell it's the only fully rigged pirate ship in the world.
Pretty cool stuff. Jack Royer is going to be monitoring things from the sky. And I know Jim is listening. Jim, our YouTube audience, saying hello to our YouTube audience, by the way. Van, Dakota, Ellis, Ann, Louie, a few others, saying hello to our YouTube moderators, Michelle and Lynn, joining us here in the YouTube live comment section. On Facebook
Hello,
Live,
YouTube.
just want to say hi to our commenters there too. Jelani, Tanya, Diana, Janet, Bonnie joining us. Some of our commenters, Jim, they are saying, hey, do you see Ric Flair out there? Ric Flair, the Grand Marshal. So if you see the Nature Boy himself, perhaps that would be a great shot. It's almost like a needle in a haystack. It's almost impossible.
I was going to say, is he on the ship or
I
is he going to be on
don't think he's
Bayshore?
on the pirate ship. I don't think he's on the pirate ship, but he will be in the parade itself. But I have not seen him, but I'll look for him.
I'm sure we'll get some great views of him as the parade gets going.
And the parade will, of course, take place after the Jose Gasparilla makes its way to the Tampa Convention Center for all the YMKG Pirates disembark. That's where we find our own Nicole Rogers joining us. Nicole, how's it going down there? Checking in.
Hey, well, first of all, let's talk about the weather. The sun is out. It finally feels amazing. I'm getting a little hot, actually, standing out here, but it is just a whole new world out here, and everyone is just getting ready for that flotilla to come around the corner. We have some kids actually over here. First, tell me, what is your favorite part about Gasparilla?
The ships and the pirates.
What about you?
Ships, pirates, and the parade.
Parade's a fun one. So you're about to see a bunch of pirates come and invade the city of Tampa. How cool is that?
Cool. Awesome.
And so what have you seen so far today?
Some of the boats on the water, a few pirates. Same as him.
Yeah, definitely a lot of boats and pirates. Thank you guys so much for joining us. So if you take a look, there is just so much going on. Just take a look at all of the boats that you can see. It is so many, and everybody is getting so excited. I have another person over here. Tell me, how excited are you? The moment is about to come.
I'm real excited. I've been here a few times, but it's great every year.
And so have you watched the invasion before?
I have.
So I have never. I have done the parades. I've done everything else. I've never seen the invasion in person. Tell me what it's like.
Oh. The ship comes in and the pirates all come and try to get the key.
And you have a great outfit here. I can hear you jingling around. Tell me, how did you get the outfit?
Bits and pieces over the past few years.
And so tell me, for somebody who's not here right now, how would you describe just the feeling of everybody just waiting for that flotilla to come around the corner?
Awesome.
Definitely. And let's just take a look at just how many people are just waiting for this flotilla. I mean, the Jose Gasparilla, I know I am just so eager to see it. See, you guys are lucky. You can see the just like everyone else here, just waiting to see that Jose Gasparilla come around the corner. And as you can see, people have started standing up and they're just all waiting. And I will say, it is pretty hot. And we have a lot. Look at your beads over here. Tell me, you got to be excited too.
Yes, absolutely. We're having a great time.
Have you seen the invasion before?
Yes.
And what's it like?
It's loud. A lot of fun.
And tell me about your beads. You have some nice beads.
Yeah, I've gotten these over the years. I've been several times.
And so last question for you is, somebody that's not from Tampa, that's never heard of Gasparilla, how would you explain what Gasparilla is to them?
It's a party.
Definitely a big party here in Tampa. Thank you so much for joining us. JB, there is so much going on out here. Everyone is just excited. And I will say, there are a lot of people that dress in a lot of layers and some heavy-duty pirate costumes. They must be hot, because I know with this sun out, I'm starting to get hot too.
That's good to hear. Better warm than cold, at least to me. Nicole Rogers, we'll check back in with you here in a little bit as we're back here in the WFLA Now Stream Center with Amanda Holly, myself, having some fun in here, but not nearly as much fun as they're having as they're having down there. We're of course want to point this out. So Nicole's shot is breaking up, and the reason is because
I've been wanting to talk about this. Yes.
Yeah, the cellular infrastructure cannot handle.
Folks, there's just that many people out there.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And so the way that it works too, our shot does take precedence over cell traffic to a point, but when there's that much cellular activity that goes on, and there's 100,000 or more down there, bombarding these cell towers. Look, it'll be more fun just to say the pirates have hijacked our signal. And
that's true. Sure.
Yeah, but speaking of the pirates, let's go back to the shot everybody wants to see. Of course, looking here at the crow's nest, looking here at the Jose Gasparilla. What this view must be like. Wouldn't this be fun?
Yes, that's where I would love to be, but maybe not on a day like today, just because it's so chilly out there. The winds, but it's an experience.
For the next few minutes, we're going to take your questions and comments to our moderators, we're going to be using hashtag HeyJB, hashtag Hey Amanda. We've got this comment from the Smoking Beard. That's a great username for a day like today.
Yep. Fitting.
Hashtag HeyJB, former Bucks Pirate watching live from North Carolina. Hashtag Salty for life. If you've been to Gasparilla before, it's you want to experience it every year, even if you can't attend in person, Amanda.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's nice that we can stream the invasion because sometimes, I mean, I really love that we stream the invasion because a lot of people don't get to experience this part of it, of Gasparilla. I mean, obviously there's a lot of boats out there, but I tell you what, there's a lot more people along Bayshore that really have no idea what's going on with the invasion until the parade actually happens. So it's fun that we can follow along in the air with Eagle 8 HD, and then of course we'll have views of it on the ground when they land in the city.
That's of course where the Tampa Convention Center is located. Hey, you guys are heading near us, maybe? Or where are we?
Oh, there we are, right there.
We are, there you are. Hello, everybody. We are coming around. Wanted to give you a view from north of downtown a little bit. I'm looking at Armature Works right now, and we're going to spin around for you and give you the view just so you get a little bit better perspective of where they are. Obviously, most people are familiar with the layout of the city, but for folks who might not be, there was WFLA right along the river, the Hillsborough River. Here's the Tampa City skyline, and we are right above 275 right now on the north side of Kennedy, and giving you a view here. There's WFLA off to the right. And there's the Gasparilla making its way. It's probably, I would guess, about 300 yards now from the convention center. And I was just in awe, you know, as we've mentioned several times, this is my first year of Gasparilla. So many people are packed in, and we'll show you in just a second. I mean, as we get a little closer, we just kind of wanted to give you that perspective. There they are about halfway up the channel as we fly almost directly over WFLA's studios there. If you see the tower in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and we just wanted to give you this perspective. So you can see traffic is kind of stopped on the Selman Expressway as people are trying to make their way into the parade. But Amanda, you make a good point. You know, this is sort of a unique experience for folks who are just used to the parade or not really familiar with the Gasparilla tradition. This is one of the biggest parts of it. Jim, can we show the view here of the people on the bridge going towards the convention center, just to give you an idea? Look at all those people packed in to the Tampa Convention Center. Obviously, roadways are closed down in many spots, and that's why, so spectators can be on foot and see this as they make their way in here in just a few minutes, and you can see they'll have plenty of supporters.
I love this. I love the city of Tampa coming out in full force and seeing people, you know, back to parading in the streets. And there were some years with the pandemic that, of course, made Gasparilla a bit complicated. And so, but seeing this is one of the best days of the year, and it's really puts things into perspective. That's the convention center. So Nicole is down there somewhere. I don't know. Maybe can we see if we can find Nicole Rogers, Jim? I think she's to your left. And maybe Nicole can wave up at Eagle, and here let's bring up Nicole Rogers and her mic. You see Eagle up there, Nicole?
I see Eagle.
There's a
Where's
good shot.
Eagle? Look at that. That's so fun.
In position, getting ready for the arrival of the Jose.
I always love that.
Yeah, that's really cool to see. So Eagle 8 HD is over the Jose Gasparilla. Nicole, we'll come back to you here in a little bit as we go live. Look at this shot. Look at how many boats are flanking either side of the Jose Gasparilla cannon fire yet. In fact, why don't we, one more time, I want to go back to Nicole. Nicole, can you might not be able to hear the ship just yet, but can you, or you're not able to see them just yet, but can you hear them?
I can't. Not yet. I don't hear anything just yet.
See the water.
It's
Looks like
it will be there in
momentarily.
Yes, you should see. We'll see it come around this bend. This is the big grand arrival, if you will, of the Jose Gasparilla, which is one of the most exciting parts of our coverage. And then also too, this is where, as it makes its way closer to the convention center, Jim Hockett hopefully will be able to show us this a little bit, but this also gets a little bit cramped because some of the docks now will make this even more narrow for the boats to fit down the channel here. So, Jim, can you show us, if you would, how far back the flotilla goes? I mean, it's going back quite a bit, I'm sure. Yeah. So there, now we're getting into this very long, narrow parade of boats down the channel that makes this a bit cramped, but also too, it's all for the grand arrival, Amanda, of the Jose Gasparilla.
Oh yeah, I mean they figured it out. Looks like everyone's staying very calm, and obviously the Jose Gasparilla certainly has slowed down a lot. So that's why the process has gone a little bit slower in the channel here, which is smart. You're in a confined space. You got a lot of boats out there, but yeah, it's an experience.
We're gonna get in trouble if I bring up this comment, but we're gonna bring up this comment from Robert. Hashtag HeyJB and Amanda, tell us your drunkest Gasparilla story. I will tell you this about Gasparilla and the partying that goes on. People, when I've been down there and a couple of people see me and are feeling a little bit festive. And there was one time, I will tell a story. There was one time where a gentleman who knew who I was, he was, let's just say that he was a bigger gentleman.
Okay.
Had to have been 6'4", 6'5" at least. And he came up to me so excited. He put his arms around me in full costume and he squeezed me so hard. And I was so glad to be loved in that way, but his beads were pressing up against my face and like cratered my face because he wouldn't let go. He wouldn't let go for a few minutes.
You got a big fan.
Yeah. And that was a bit, you know, I was like, oh, could you please get off me, please? Not necessarily a drunk story as far as I go, but look, the party is in full effect. I think it's fair to say
it
right
is.
now.
Mine's so sad. So this is my 3rd year covering Gasparilla. I've never gotten to attend as just a spectator.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So maybe one of these years.
It is fun, and there was the first year that I was here. I was down there and I was able to work a little bit of it and then go, have fun and experience it.
Maybe today. I'm not gonna lie. I've been using Eagles footage. My husband is out there in the flotilla of boats at the moment, so maybe I'll go join him when we're done here.
He's out there.
He's in the float. Well, he's not in that mass. I've been keeping an eye on of where he's been. He actually just drove by the station. Had to go give him a quick wave, and he's kind of staying away from all of the craziness. But yeah, he's out there.
Cool dude Bob wants to know, hashtag Hey Amanda, hashtag Hey JB, what are they firing from the ships? They're firing about 800-pound cannonballs into random homes up and down the channel. And
fully rigged pirate ship. We've been talking about it,
fully rigged. When we say fully rigged, Amanda, it's fully rigged.
Yeah.
And so this is now for the next 6 months. Of course, our investigative team will investigate all the insurance claims that come with cannonballs that go into living rooms. No, of course, that is we're talking about just smoke really getting fired out of these cannons. But it's
and
loud.
A loud boom, yeah.
They're loud, and
they're
so
kind of like the same things in the Buck Stadium, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it would be the same blanks that the smoke comes out, the sound happens, but nothing bad happens.
Yes, firing blanks, and but enough blanks that you see, of course, a puff of smoke, and
so on top of all the people that are on it, you have all of that material.
Yeah, I'll tell you this too. I know some YMKG pirates. And I'll tell you, this is a true story. I remember meeting a bunch of them once, and one of the reasons why a YMKG pirate is because when you introduce yourself to them, sometimes they'll lean in like, oh, can you say that again? Because it is so, and this is a true thing. They do it every year, and they will lose.
Yeah.
They'll have hearing loss.
They got to switch sides to even it out.
That's right. So it's become a thing in recent years where YMKG pirates will wear earplugs, and because it's just so incredibly loud on the ship.
Well, it's
itself.
constant too. I mean, we're seeing it here from Eagle 8 HD. They're nonstop.
Yep.
And with every one of those puffs of smoke comes the sound of a cannon firing.
Bandy, hashtag HeyJB. It could have been Brandy, like,
Yeah.
On a day
Today
like
it will be.
today. Hashtag for both of us. Questions. What is your favorite part of Gasparilla?
Oh, I gotta say this flotilla is so fun. Obviously love boats. So it's so fun to see everyone joining in on the flotilla and the invasion. And anybody can join. You don't have to sign up. You just go and you just obviously be safe with it. But it's so fun for me to just kind of watch all the people, be excited.
Let's ask this question to our entire team. We'll go to Nicole in a moment, but let's go to Jack. And you know what? Jim as well. Jim is part of our coverage team. We're making that executive decision now. Each one of you two, your favorite part of Gasparilla. Jack, for you so far, considering this is your first year.
Every minute is my favorite part so far. I mean, it's hard to say. I'm just so excited to be up here. Jim would have a better answer. How many Gasparillas have you been a part of now, Jim?
This will be 26,
wow.
I believe.
What's your favorite memory?
Well, years and years ago, as part of our coverage of Gasparilla, we actually rode on the pirate ship with the pirates. It would be a photographer and a reporter would ride along and do a story about the invasion, and I had a chance to do that twice, and that was an experience to try to work amidst all of this chaos. It is very loud, it is very crowded, but it was really fun, and it was really exciting to do, and I was glad to have had a chance to do that while we were able to.
I got to say, JB and Amanda, when I was moving to Tampa about a year ago, I came down here for a job interview, came again to look for a place to live, and it was in the midst of Gasparilla month, let's say. Wow. So I was driving around town. I think I even was here the weekend of the night parade, and that's when I decided, I wonder what this Ybor City thing is all about. I'll just ride over there and check it out. And I thought, is this every weekend? Somebody had to say, no, this is part of Gasparilla. And so I got a vague understanding then. And hey, by the way, we're right over the top of WFLA. If I dropped a penny out, it would land on the roof right now. And there's the view as we look straight south at the channel.
Awesome stuff.
You bring up a good point, Jack, that, this isn't just today. This is a whole month and a half long of events. You've got the Gasparilla Distance Classic, the run, the night parade, the children's parade. Lots of things happen with Gasparilla, not just today.
Yeah, and it caught me by surprise, not knowing anything about it. You think, oh, it's this one day of the year. No. There were plenty of road closures in late February, too.
Let's send things over as we wrap up our favorite parts of Gasparilla. I can now officially say, because I see the shot on my touchscreen here, that the Jose Gasparilla is in view of where Nicole Rogers is joining us from at the Tampa Convention Center. Hey there, Nicole.
Hey, oh my goodness, I see it. Everybody is just getting ready, pushing more towards the water. Everybody's standing up, getting their phones out. You can hear the cannons, you can hear the sirens. It's so exciting. As for my favorite part of Gasparilla, I did the children's parade when I was a kid. I grew up, did the adult parade. Ask me in an hour, because seeing this site right now, this is my first time actually being at the invasion. So I don't know. Right now, I'd say growing up as a kid, my favorite memory was Gasparilla. So right now I'm going to go with actually the children's parade, which might be an unpopular opinion. But I don't know. Ask me in an hour. You can see it's here. Look at it in person. That thing is huge.
I think it's fair to say, Nicole, people don't understand. When we're looking at it from Eagle, height isn't really something that we can get a full idea of because, of course, it's on the water and we're looking at it top down from a bird's eye view. But when you're on the ground there, you get a better idea as to just how tall the Jose Gasparilla is.
Yeah, you know what I want you to look at right now? If we zoom out, take a look at that and take a look at HCC. Let me know. Take a look at both of those and really compare the height there.
Absolutely wild. Nicole, we'll be monitoring your shot. Let us know, too, if there's any folks that are to be interviewed. We'll be monitoring your signal here, but we want to go back to Eagle 8 HD full screen here and show everybody and you know what's fun? You hear the Pirates of the Caribbean music that is playing in the background there. We're gonna bring down that audio a little bit, but Pirates of the Caribbean. And there was a lot of folks asking if Johnny Depp has ever been the Grand Marshal, and I'm pretty confident in saying he has not done it. But I
think we would know about that.
Yeah, if he did actually attend Gasparilla one year, Grand Marshal or not. Can you imagine how insane that would be?
I mean, occasionally he'll go and sit at Disney, right, in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, as opposed to the animatronic pirate that is at the end of the ride. He will do it, and obviously he would make the best pirate.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And I think he would be a little recognizable.
Let this be the official invitation.
Yes.
Johnny Depp, you're not watching, but if you were watching, can you imagine how incredible it would be if you were at the grandest pirate festival in the country? We need you here.
We're ready.
We need you in Tampa. Yeah, no, that is long overdue. Life is short. Let's make it happen. We can donate to every alpaca charity that exists and make it.
You can sit in the crow's nest of the Jose Gasparilla, and then be a part of the parade too.
Jack, checking in.
Plus, I was just going to say, Johnny Depp certainly had his share of screen time on WFLA Now this year. We need to get him in here for something fun, don't you think?
Yeah, after the trial, of course. That's an excellent point. So is the Jose Gasparilla starting to just make a little bit of a turn here, Jack, or is that just the angle I'm looking at?
It's no, not making a turn yet. The Tampa Fire Rescue water escort has subsided. They did a finale sort of in the middle of the channel, and now they are sort of parked up against the southwest side of the convention center. And it appears the Gasparilla is slowing down a bit. The tugboat behind him isn't putting out much weight, and so they're still firing the cannons. The boats are packed in like sardines, as you can see. And they're starting to make their way around. We're giving you a view now. There's the ship in the top of your frame. So you can see how close they are. And as you mentioned, it sounds like they're visible in Nicole's shot as well from her vantage point.
Amanda, this is the best part.
It really is. It's the anticipation, right? We are slowly waiting. We are waiting for the dockage, and then we are waiting for all of the pirates to disembark. I mean, I'm excited to see that just because it's going to be an adventure to watch all of them get off. And then how does it work, JB? How does it work? Do the pirates run to her office, or are we going to have views of that?
Sources inform WFLA News Channel 8 that Tampa Mayor Jane Castor is down at the convention center after hearing reports of a pirate invasion that is imminent, and is there to prepare defense of the city of Tampa, I think it's fair to say. And so Jane Castor, as far as how this is going to go down, what the defense looks like and how much of a fight she puts up, that we'll see unfold in front of our very eyes. But the leaders of YMKG, Mystic Crew of Gasparilla, what they will do is they will disembark, and you'll hear them, "Arrrgh, where's the mayor?" or "Take me to your leader," something to that effect. And they will be looking for the mayor, and that's a big part of the fun here, folks. Is the pirates getting off of their ship, stumbling about a bit for one reason or another, and finding Mayor Jane Castor. So we'll, of course, keep tabs on that. Nicole Rogers, her shot has gone down.
It was pretty pixelated the last time.
It was pretty bad. So we're gonna try to get that shot back up.
Look at all of the people so we've been focused on the Jose Gasparilla, right? But on the right side of the screen next to the convention center, that all of those little dots that you see, those were people. They look like little ants crawling around, but there's a lot of people there. There it is.
Oh
my gosh, look at that. That looks like Gasparilla.
That's Gasparilla. I've been in that crowd.
Okay,
I've been right here, and it's fun.
Yeah, again, the anticipation, right? It's part of the fun. It's the first step of the day.
We are trying to recalibrate the shot to get Nicole Rogers.
She's obviously close by in this mass of people, probably off to the right a little bit, not quite in the middle there. But yeah, we got to calibrate it so that we can see something out of her camera.
Yeah, I don't know if I think Jim Hockett is still listening. I've been on the roof of the convention center. What a view!
That has to be the perfect spot.
Is
obviously
cool.
Only certain personnel.
I think I have a better view.
There it
You're
is.
Not wrong.
Jim Hockett with us in Eagle alongside Jack Royer. Jack, do you have the best seat in the house? You have the best assignment, I think. You don't even have to man the camera.
Yeah.
Jim mans the camera, and all you have to do is talk to us today.
Yeah, do not think that is lost on me, how lucky I am to be up here. We got a great view out the side. Really everywhere. I mean, I can't imagine a more perfect day. It may be chilly on the ground, but all in all, not too cold, not too hot. Plenty comfortable to be in pirate attire. You're not going to sweat through it today, but yeah, I've got a cool assignment for sure. It's really a thrill and an honor to be a part of this in this fashion. And I'm most impressed. I want to shout out the city of Tampa for the great job they do in orchestrating all of the road closures, maintaining safety. We've been doing stories all week about parking restrictions and changes to road traffic flow and all of those sorts of things to ensure that everyone remains safe, and should emergency vehicles need to get through, they can. But look at that. This is impressive work. Anyone who's ever driven a boat or been on the water under power in any sense can get a feel for and understands how challenging it must be to drive these tugboats that are guiding the Gasparilla into the convention center here. That takes a lot of coordination, a lot of skill. One thing that's so different in manning a vessel on the water compared with driving a car, it's natural to think if you want to stop or slow down, well, you just let off the power. It's the opposite when you're on a boat, of course. You have to be under power in order to do anything, to move, even to slow down. If you want to stop, you might have to engage your reverse gear. So
look at this.
Just impressive to see.
Look at this.
And Jim's drawing our attention to the boats.
Look at that.
I mean, look at how many, just packed in. Seems the ones behind it have kind of come to a stop, but man, I see some tethered together here. I'm impressed with the coordination and the way that, clearly some experienced tugboat drivers helping guide the Gasparilla in here, and getting some help, some collusion on the invasion here. They've got quite a few people supporting them.
And this is why you don't give too much beer to your captain, folks.
Yeah.
because this is a day where you really, look, boating safety is really preached on a day like today, and making sure that this event goes on smoothly. You don't want to crash the party, literally crash it. So, the amount of this gets very technical.
I will
Amanda.
say too, Jack was talking about the tugboats, pushing and pulling, and if you want to move anywhere, like you have to be under power. He did not mention that this ship is very large and it's very windy, and the wind will do a lot for you, whether it's in the direction of your favor or not. That's a big factor too. And obviously you can see the flags on the Jose Gasparilla flying around.
And Amanda, it's hard enough to pull a small, maybe 20-foot boat into a slip on a day with slight wind. Today, you mentioned it's not too choppy, but think about the wakes caused by all of these different boats, even just being in the water with people on them moving around. It looks smooth from this shot, but it takes a ton of knowledge and experience to do it the right way and to ensure that nothing gets bumped or hit. And we've noted several times before that in our coverage throughout the week on Channel 8 that Sea-Doos or any sort of jet ski personal watercraft are not allowed in the flotilla, and that's with good reason, I would say. And I think Amanda would agree with me with your experience on the water in general. Like, those vessels are super hard to control and to maintain safety on when you're surrounded by other larger boats. Anyone who's ever tried to jump the wake of another boat while you're on a jet ski knows that. So this is restricted only to boats given the safety concerns, but it appears everything is going very smoothly so far.
That's good news. Yeah, I imagine that, yeah, your little jet boats, your jet skis, you have a lot less control when you are maneuvering those boats, maneuvering the jet skis around than a boat. You know, in a boat, you can put it in reverse really quickly or, you know, spin around if you need to, especially if you have twin engines. But yeah, when you're dealing with tugboats here and you're pushing and pulling in different directions, they have a lot of coordination going on between the tugboats, but then they also have coordination going on between Tampa Fire Rescue that was out there with the boat that was out leading the Jose Gasparilla with that big stream of water, kind of keeping the other boats away. And you have to, yeah, it's a lot of coordination between a lot of folks.
And, you know, I'm just thinking of this as it's happening. We mentioned all these things that are challenging about navigating the waters. Imagine doing any of this with cannon fire happening every few seconds. That can't make it any easier, can it?
No, there's no way. Yeah, you got to have some really good earplugs, really good earphones that must be in everyone's ears to be able to talk to each other. And yeah, besides the cannon firing going on.
We have lost Nicole Rogers' shot, and I'll share this with you here for a moment. I don't know if we've ever had this much
signal
overload with the cellular infrastructure in downtown Tampa. I've been trying to monitor progress on getting Nicole's shot back here in the Stream Center, but as of right now, it is because there is quite literally thousands upon thousands and thousands of people bombarding the same cell towers that we are. And while our signal does move to the front of the line, when the line is bombarded by near chaos with the cellular signal, it's nearly impossible. We are getting actually a shot now that does appear to be a little bit more stable. I'm not sure where this is coming from, but let's hit the touchscreen here and show you what we're looking at. It is breaking up a bit, but that shows you a bit of the ground shot. Wow, though, look at Eagle.
Yeah, we wanted to point out, those are just those water taxis you see in the Hillsborough River throughout any day. They're jammed up in there as well. I mean, you can obviously tell, but just for perspective, there can't be, in some cases, 10 feet between some of these boats. That's how many people are just packed in here. Some of them have chosen to go off to the side and anchor, but as we show you the Gasparilla again, some of them are docked, but look over to the right side of your screen. Those are boats that have come in with the flotilla today, so they're starting to get in position and come right into the convention center.
I just have one word for all of this: anxiety.
As a boater, you're a boater.
So much anxiety right now for all of the people in the water right now.
Look at this coordinated effort to navigate the Jose Gasparilla.
Looks like they're spinning it around, trying to.
I mean, this is really impressive. I mean, it's absolutely impressive.
A moment ago, we'll just say left and right. I don't want to, I'm up here thinking port and starboard, but none of us are pirate. I guess we're pirates today. But anyway, a minute ago, the right side of the ship, was kind of facing the exact other way. I'm not sure if they changed their mind or if the winds weren't helping them out or what. But now they've gone in the other direction. The tugboat that was on the back that seemed to be pushing it, more towards Bayshore Boulevard in the direction of TGH. Now it has turned about 180 degrees. And, the coordination is impressive between all these boats because there is no steering wheel. There is no joystick. It is 3 separate boats, 3 separate power sources pushing this in the direction it needs to go. And, JB, Amanda, you can tell me, are they going to wedge this thing up against where all those people are standing, or are they going to bring it in closer to the semicircle? They're going to bring it up to that seawall. That's impressive.
Is right now,
yes, that is
right
correct.
There where you're zoomed into. It is going to be pushed up against there. The tugboats will keep it pushed up against there. They'll dock it and all of the see the what are they called? Not the segways, but the ramps. They're ready to be put onto the Jose Gasparilla.
And also too, the press conference and really the mayor being held hostage, that fun moment, that's taking place at that podium that you can see, and the Jose Gaspar is the backdrop for that. So usually they'll bring it right up until the back of that stage. That's where the pirates will be disembarking, and that's where all the fun will be. Eagle, just a heads up, you're our only shot right now because of massive cellular infrastructure overload that is occurring in the city of Tampa. So we are staying with you guys full, and Jack, that's okay by me because what a shot you guys have.
Well, and I want to show you, if we can, just briefly, and we'll get right back down here, just the view of where they've come from. I mean, you can see Ballast Point from here, all of Bayshore Boulevard in the parade route, but there's the Seddon Channel. So this is the journey they've made. There's Peter O'Knight Airport at the bottom of Davis Islands, and they have cut all the way across the bay to get where they are today at this moment. And it's been a flawless journey from what we can tell. But let's see, the invasion started about 90 minutes ago, so an hour and a half is how long it's taken them to get to this point. Pretty flawless execution. They were right on time, as we mentioned earlier. If you haven't been with us for the entirety of our coverage this morning and now into the afternoon, they pushed off right at 11:30, made their way over here. So about 90 minutes pretty much to the second. In fact, about 88 minutes it took them to get here, and it won't take many more to get this thing secure.
I'm excited. So JB, you and I did this stream a couple years ago, 3 years ago now, and I don't remember this part, and I don't know why. I don't remember the mayor handing over the keys or being held hostage. So I'm excited to see it.
Were you partying a little bit that year?
No, I was here with you.
That was, no,
But,
yeah, no.
okay, so wait, maybe I think I do remember what happened. So we did in flotilla, and then I ended up having to leave because I ended up going to walk in the parade, so I didn't get to stay for this part. So yes, okay, I'm very excited. Yep.
And I think it's fair to say that the Jose Gasparilla has now officially docked with the city of Tampa. So if we were playing this fun game of treating this as a news story, this would be breaking news that a band of pirates have arrived on a pirate ship to threaten to take the city of Tampa as their own and threaten to take the mayor.
Do you see the pirates on the mast there?
Yeah, yeah.
They're ready. They're gonna come out fighting.
Oh yeah. This is they're not here for peace. They're here for anarchy, chaos, and just a little bit of fun. And you can see the Jose Gasparilla written on the, so that's the roof. One year I was up there, and if I remember correctly, the ship itself, the top, really where the crow's nests are, almost as tall as the building itself. I mean, we're talking about an extremely impressive, impressive ship. So
from our vantage point, JB, it looks to be as tall for sure. It's 150 feet tall at its highest point.
Incredible.
That's really high. I mean, yeah, when you look at all the teeny little people on the ship, and then you see how many people there are on the ship, it puts it into perspective how big it is.
Let's go to our commenters. What do our commenters think of this pirate invasion? You can use hashtag HeyJB, hashtag HeyAmanda for your reaction. And we'll have some fun with our commenters here in just a little bit too. But yeah, I mean, look at this shot. This is cool. This is the meeting of the Jose Gasparilla with the Tampa Convention Center in downtown Tampa for 2023's Gasparilla Pirate Festival, an invasion of YMKG, and the parade, again, expected to begin in about 90 minutes from now, 2:30. We will be, of course, carrying it on WFLA News Channel 8. Keith, Kate, Jennifer Lee, Josh Benson. Ooh, I can't wait to see Josh all done up in costume.
Pirate on the street.
Uh-huh. Lee Spann, the rest of our team. It's just going to be a merry old time. And, okay, the pirates are here. And you can see their arms raised in the air. Jack, they are invading the city as we speak.
There they are, and plenty of supporters, as you can see, just packed in like sardines. They're going to throw the ropes up there and get this tied off so that the tugboats can relieve some pressure on them. But here they come. They have made their way right on time, too. Jim says they were scheduled to invade at 1 p.m., and they did exactly as they said they would do. The most honest pirates in the world, perhaps.
I think they're just ready to get the party started.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, get me off of this boat. Let's get back on land. And there are hundreds of pirates aboard the Jose Gasparilla every year. As Amanda joked earlier, maybe a little bit over capacity.
I hope that they have life jackets.
It's of course a big enormous band of pirates on this boat.
It's pretty cool. It is a sight to see here.
Abby says, I love watching the Gasparilla invasion and festivities. You and me both, Abby. Lil Patty says, run, Mayor, run. I can't bring up the rest of the comment, but it says, run, Mayor, run. Quantum says, that's what you call a crow's nest. Oh, yeah. And getting down from that crow's nest. Jim, can we see? There's the ladder. I think that there was one of the pirates. He was coming down from the crow's nest there. We can show what that process looks like a little bit.
Oh, yeah, fun.
Yeah. Well, you're getting...
A very delicate process, I would say. Look, I mean... I'm just impressed all these pirates hanging off the side on a windy, cold day like that. They're climbing down. There's no easy way to get down. You got to know what you're doing. I mean, there's one pirate just climbing down step by step like it's a ladder on the side of the house.
Some of these pirates, let me just point out, they're up there in years. Because when you're in YMKG, you're in. You're part of the fraternity.
In it,
and you stay in that fraternity. And I've talked to a lot of YMKG pirates. They look forward to this every year. This is their Super Bowl. It does not get bigger. So there are some pirates here in their 60s, their 70s, even beyond that. I don't know if they're up there in the crow's nest, but and also too, there is a legacy component to this as well. When I use the word fraternity, I use that for good reason because families that are part of YMKG, this is multi-generational. Sometimes I've heard stories of a grandfather, a father, and then the grandson, like three generation or three generations of a particular family being represented here. This is a really big family event too for a lot of legacy families in Tampa, and becoming part of YMKG is it's a big deal. And I know how seriously this community takes it, but also too YMKG, their philanthropic efforts, what they do over the course of the year. Just because it's not Gasparilla doesn't mean that they shut things down. They are involved in numerous charities. They are involved in city functions. When it comes to Tampa being on the national stage, YMKG, their pirates are part of the celebration of Tampa tradition. The Super Bowl YMKG I know is part of. So YMKG is very much part of being the fabric of the Tampa community, and this is how we celebrate them every year, and this is how we celebrate the city of Tampa every year as well. Jack, Jim, any sight of Mayor Jane Castor just yet?
I've not noticed her, but to be honest, I haven't been looking for her necessarily either. We've been focused on the pirates. We're going to try to find that podium that you mentioned. This is a view. We're pretty much directly in line with the right side of the ship, so we should be able to find that podium here in a second, and she should be nearby, I'm assuming. You can see pirates are tossing beads. A few are still getting down from the crow's nest. There's the podium right there on the stage that's set up. So I'm trying to see if I can pick her out of the crowd. I'm not sure if she's inside or coming out. It doesn't appear there's anybody on that stage yet. We're going to get around a little closer to it and see if we can get a better view.
Also, too, we've got Gates Lucas joining us with #HeyJB. Wanted to know, has a mayor ever refused to give over the keys? And the answer to this is kind of yes, because the mayor, there have been times, as I understand it, there have been years past where the mayor will initially refuse to give over the key, and they'll play like a little game where the mayor will go hide somewhere and wait for the YMKG pirates to track them down.
Okay.
And they'll try to have a little bit, but eventually
make it a little different, yeah.
Eventually, the mayor always gives over the key because it's part of a big press event and a big celebration. And two, it's part of the story as it goes is YMKG, they take over Tampa for the day. They become the leaders of Tampa for the day, and that's why the party
parade down Bayshore.
That is right. That's how the story goes, folks.
I should note on Twitter this week, former Tampa mayor, longtime mayor Bob Buckhorn was giving Mayor Castor some moral support, saying, "Hey, don't give him the key quite yet." At the ceremony earlier this week, he said, "I know these pirates, and they're easy pushovers." So he said, "Wait till Saturday." So Mayor Castor, it would seem, took his advice. Someone who's got a lot of experience with these pirates. And it appears now, JB, there are Pirates at the podium as well. So we're watching the action from high above.
Yeah, normally we would be able to show you on the ground, show you the mayor and show you, of course, YMKG's pirate leaders, if you will. And but unfortunately, the signal is just so overloaded. There you can see it almost there in the center of your screen, folks. There's the podium. And the signal's just so overloaded down there, we can't get a feed out from the ground. So this has never been a problem for us before. We've always been able to get a signal out. This year, unable to do so. Good thing that Eagle 8 HD has a direct connection back to us here at WFLA. So big announcement that takes place now, and a big celebration kicks off here in about an hour and a half, less than an hour and a half now, because 2:30 is when the parade starts, and 2:30 is when our coverage kicks off on WFLA News Channel 8, your NBC station here in Tampa, Florida, on WFLA.com, the WFLA app, and yeah, we're going to bring it to you right here on YouTube and Facebook Live as well, because we love you guys, and we want you to be able to experience the fun that comes along with Gasparilla. This is a celebration. This is a way for us to show everybody what Tampa, Florida is all about, what the Tampa Bay region is all about, and whether you are joining us from near or far, we want you to be able to experience it with us. Especially, I always think about those who might be unable to appear in person for various reasons or another. Maybe it's health, maybe it's distance, maybe it's something going on in your life. We want everyone to be able to feel the joy of Gasparilla. And that's why we open up our coverage here on all platforms for people to experience this. And that brings me to our next question for YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Tell us where you are watching from. We want to know if we have a national and perhaps international audience. So if you use hashtag HeyJB or hashtag HeyAmanda, we can animate your comments on screen. But we want to flood the comment section now, and we want to hear from you as to where you are watching from as we see the YMKG Pirates. This is kind of the mini parade before the parade, because they'll parade around the convention center just on foot, and they'll throw beads, of course, into the crowd and
after they get
take
the
pictures.
key, JB, do you know how they get to Bayshore? Is it a walking event?
I believe it is a walking event. I do believe so.
Nice. So
JB, I can tell you that the Pirates will be having lunch here, and then they board onto buses, and they take the buses to the beginning of the parade, because the parade starts closer to Ballast Point and Gandy. So they have to take buses to that end of the parade in order to start the parade.
And if you're wondering, when you're watching on WFLA later and you see Keith and Jen, they're located just before what I would say is the big curve in Bayshore. Right there, when you're watching and you're saying, now where is that? I recognize that. They'll be located right there about Neptune Street, I believe, is our production truck and the hub for our coverage today. That is them, in fact, right there. There's our truck and our WFLA setup. So when you're watching later, and you'll see Josh, of course, on the street, but when you're saying where are Keith and Jen, they're almost all the way up Bayshore, but not quite to South Boulevard yet. Right around there, just probably a few blocks short of South Boulevard. So there's the perspective, and the parade route already cleared off. Bayshore Boulevard's been closed for a while now today. Road closures I believe began about 10 a.m. in one direction, and I believe now all of Bayshore Boulevard is closed to traffic.
Wow. So, yeah, grateful that they're getting the bus transportation.
Yes.
Let's go to some of the comments. Juju B, hashtag HJB, joining from Albany, New York. We'll start there. I used to live in Albany. I spent 5 years in Albany. I know a whole lot about Albany, so saying hello to Juju B and saying Arrrgh to you as well.
Within your comments, we want to know if you've ever been to Gasparilla too.
Sure.
For sure.
Yeah, let us know about if you've been here before, if this is your first time experiencing it, hashtag HJB or hashtag HeyAmanda or both. Watching from Aiken, South Carolina is Queen Bee. Let's see what we got here. Little Patty is joining us from Higginsville, Missouri. We've got Mishka from Atlanta watching the Pirates. Love to see it. Nick is joining us from Madison, Connecticut. We've got CJ is joining us from Denver, Colorado.
Yep. Cold emoji.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, cold emoji there. CJ, welcome in. Karen says that she is watching as the snow falls down in Wisconsin. Amanda doesn't know a whole lot about snow.
Listen, I've been in it. It's fun to vacation in it. I could not live in it. This is cold for me today, all right?
The Grateful Ed, that's a great name. Hashtag AJB, another pirate town. St. Arrrgh.
Yes.
Arrrgh. Yes, love it. Angie is joining us from Idaho. Never knew about this, adding it to my bucket list. Yes, people will fly in from around the country to partake in Gasparilla. You are always welcome, Angie, and viewers joining us wherever you're watching from. TJ is representing Naples, Florida. I believe Naples, Florida, likely not Naples, Italy. Ryan Frazier is joining us from London, UK. So we are officially international. Love to see it. Ryan, hello from across the pond. Camilla. Jack, jump in.
I just wanted to say, this started off as a very pirate-feeling day in terms of weather. It was a little gloomy and overcast at first. It has turned out to be a gorgeous day today from up here. I don't know, can we just give a quick wide shot to show you that and just kind of give you an idea? I know we're showing you the pirates. They're walking in to have their meal, but I'm looking at the skyline here, and just what a gorgeous, sunny, beautiful day it's turned out to be. Amanda, I'm not sure if the temperatures are right where we're at the warmest point yet today. I just want to, sorry to interrupt you, JB. I think we lost your signal for just a minute. I thought it was silent, but man, it is just a perfect day for this, I have to say.
Yeah, we are not done warming up yet, Jack. The sunshine just starting to help to creep those temperatures up. We have officially hit 65 in Tampa, and I don't think we're done warming up. I think we'll get up to around 70 for between 2, 3, 4 o'clock. It'll be nice out there for those folks.
Go ahead, JB.
No, Jack, after you, because I'm figuring out a couple of shots here.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll tell you what we're seeing. I mean, people pouring in there to the convention center. But yeah, Amanda, you said it. Just how nice it's going to be today, and how nice it's turning out to be today. Our vantage point from up here is so special and unique. But the clouds are present enough that you don't have to be. I'm not even wearing sunglasses up here, and we're closer to the sun than anybody. And it's comfortable. It's not too warm, not too cool. People, if this is your first Gasparilla, or your first experience with it, probably a pretty ideal day for it.
Yeah, not too hot, I think, is ideal for the folks that are partaking in some of the adult beverage drinking. So today is a nice day for that, so we don't have the heat involved with it.
Guys, we're going to try to bring up, really quickly, we're going to try to bring up Nicole Rogers on Zoom. We have tried everything to get a shot out, and I think it's fair to say that Nicole Rogers might be the only person on a Zoom call from downtown Tampa today. Let's see if Zoom works. I would love to get her back into our coverage. Nicole, do you hear us on Zoom? And as I did that, her shot froze up. It's so difficult to get any signal out whatsoever.
Sardines. They're like sardines in there.
Yep. And we do have.
And this is just a small little portion of the people that are in downtown Tampa right now.
Ryan Frazier joining us from London, UK. Camilla is joining us from Lithuania in Eastern Europe. How cool is that? Let's see here. I have a pronunciation guide for this name. Do you believe that? That's really cool. Stena. Hashtag HJB and Amanda saying hi. I'm watching all the way from the cold and rainy Iceland.
Ooh, yes, it's a little colder there.
Jeff Berardelli has been to Iceland. I've talked to him about it in the past. He says absolutely just a wonderful, beautiful place.
Definitely on my places to go, but I will be bundled up.
Jackie is joining us from Float 54.
Hey!
All right. Love
Watching see, that's the thing about the invasion is when you're partaking in the parade, you don't get to partake in the invasion. So this stream is really helpful for those folks.
That's really awesome. Austin is joining us from New Jersey. Let's see here. Ocean Girl from New Mexico with a chili and a cactus there. Love it. Scooter just says happy Gasparilla with hashtag HJB. Gates Lucas is joining us from South Tampa saying it's his first Gasparilla. Gates, I hope you have a blast. Yes, good luck. Don't plan on driving anywhere
Yeah,
tonight.
so I was going to say, mainly with the traffic.
It's going to be a parking lot of cars around South Tampa especially. Mariana says that she is watching from the UK.
Fun.
Love to see it. Fast Luck Style is joining us from Jupiter, Florida. Must love Java. Bradenton, very, very cool to see. Margie is joining us from East Peoria, Illinois. Our kids are in that crowd. How cool is that? Good luck spotting them from
Yeah, I was
Eagle,
going to say,
Margie.
have you spotted them?
Yeah.
If you do, let us know.
Diane is joining us from Middletown, Ohio. Yeah, you know, some people were noting too. This is a really special event for us because, Amanda, you know this on WFLA now.
Yeah.
The subject matter can get really down at times.
Cover everything.
We cover everything. We cover you know, big news stories, and so often are those news stories talking about unfortunate events in the world.
Yeah.
And so to be able to do something and have some fun and wear a pirate hat.
And we got our pirate gear on, our News Channel 8 gear.
Yes.
Fun
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, we decided to not just wear this because we thought we would look like Where's Waldo.
But if you're out along the parade route, this is what everybody will be wearing. So it'll be very easy for you to spot our News Channel 8 parade float.
I put it on and I felt like a candy cane.
Yeah, I mean.
But it's the official
Easily
WFLA gear.
JB.
Yeah, Jack.
Hey, if you want us to show you the parade route now that the invasion has seemingly, you know, gotten underway and completed, we'd be happy to fly over Bayshore and kind of give you an idea of that if you'd like.
We would love to, and I would also like to check on your fuel situation, Jack.
Yeah, we've got probably 15 more minutes for you, so may as well use it. If you'd like, we'll take you over Bayshore Boulevard. While we do that, as we shout out people, I can tell you the entire Royer family from Birmingham, Alabama is watching the stream right now. So hello to the folks in the 205.
Oh, man.
Hi, everybody.
Hello to the Royer family, as someone who did multiple years in Mobile.
Yep.
A hat tip to the Royer family joining us, everybody from Birmingham. That's awesome. Some others joining us. Jack, I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. You go ahead. We're going to take you over Bayshore. We're about to pass the location. There's our production truck and the News Channel 8 van. As you can see, that's our positioning today. So you'll be watching Keith and Jen broadcast the parade from that tent right there. I have to continue to say I'm so impressed and amazed by the technology aboard this aircraft that we're able to show you so close up on the ground. So hello to all the hardworking crew and family members at News Channel 8 WFLA who have worked so hard to produce our coverage that you'll see on air in just a little while. Bayshore Boulevard is closed off in the northbound side, and then along the other side, obviously blocked off for pedestrian traffic right now. And as we get further southbound, you'll see the staging area is set up. In just a minute, you'll see the police lights blocking off that portion of the roadway. The Public Works folks from the city of Tampa have been hard at work for weeks setting up chairs and tents. This started pretty much the week after Christmas, so it's been quite the undertaking. We've got portable bathrooms set up along the parade route as well, and then road closures. We're flying over my apartment right now. No parking in a lot of these South Tampa neighborhoods as the parade preparation has gotten underway, and there are the floats lined up and ready to go in the staging area. So the parade will begin. I'm not exactly sure. Jim was speculating the parade will probably get started around 1:30, 1:45, 2 o'clock, and by the time our broadcast begins, it will have made its way close enough for us to get started. So you can see just the incredible line. Let's see. I see police blocking off. That is Bay to Bay. So I would say about a block or two from Bay to Bay Boulevard is where they've started to line up. Tampa Fire, the police department there. We are now flying about almost to Euclid Avenue, and to the south, this stretches all the way down to Ballast Point, and to not quite maybe to the Ballast Point Pier, but where Bayshore splits off from Ballast Point. This parade route is just fully lined up and ready to go, JB. They have it all set.
Love to see it. We're going to try to get... I think that we now have finally back Nicole Rogers. I think that the delay is going to make it very difficult for us to talk to Nicole. Nicole, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to call you on my cell phone and try to bring you into our coverage. So stand by for that because your shot. Oh, wait. We now have a shot of Mayor Jane Castor. Let's see if we can listen in.
So, Mayor Jane, we came in peace on Tuesday. You refused us. If she'll surrender the key, we're going to have the parade of all parades. All right, I don't know about that, Tampa. These gnarly pirates tried to get this key from here. They tried to sneak in the office and steal it away from us. We were saved by deaths of the office dog, and now here they are today. They're going to try to take over our city. Should we trade the key for a parade? All right. Well, the citizens have spoken, so we will give up the key to the city to ye mystic crew of Gasparilla, this gnarly bunch of pirates.
Some of the audio there, we apologize. That's the PA system getting overloaded. We'll try to listen in a little more.
We live in the greatest city in the nation.
The mayor is here. The pirates are here. Hopefully our shot is finally here. She just gave up the key to the city.
Nicole, we're on a considerable delay,
Hey,
but
it's
if you
Gasparilla.
can hear us.
Man, I gotta tell you, everyone here is just so excited. Everyone is running around. You know, the pirates all came off the ship, and now they're obviously taking a group picture right there. Mayor Jane Castor, I'd say, gave up the key pretty easily to the city, I'd say. But if you take a look, those infamous YMKG pirates, plenty of them there. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Hopefully, we have my shot back up because we've had So if you're wondering what happened with the audio here, they broke the mic up there at the podium, the Pirates. Hey, I can hear you. They actually broke the mic. The Pirates did break the mic, but you can see they have that key to the city right there. It really didn't take much convincing. Jane Castor really gave it up pretty easily. But this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. If there is audio issues, once again, those pirates broke the mic that's up there on the stage. But hey, they came, they invaded, and they're still invading now. We have a lot going on. And you know, those YMKG pirates are obviously very infamous here in the city of Tampa. Tell me, you guys got to be super excited to see this going on today.
We are. We're from out of town, so we're visiting.
Is this your first time at Gasparilla?
No, it's our fourth.
It's your fourth time. Yeah. Tell me, for somebody that just didn't experience this here, how would you explain what just happened?
I don't know. It's nuts, crazy, energetic.
Yeah. I don't know.
A breath of fresh air. I like it.
Breath of fresh air.
Breath of fresh air. I like that. That's a good way to describe it. What about you guys? If you could explain what just happened to somebody who maybe wasn't here, how would you do that?
Oh, this is the greatest. This is my nephew. It's his first time. So we come every year, but this is his first time. What do you think about it?
Great time. We're so excited.
Great time, Stu. You saw the pirates come off the ship. What'd you think?
It was great. It's awesome. I'm excited to be here and look forward to it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. Obviously a huge ship, and this is the moment in the invasion that everyone's been waiting for. Obviously we have that delay, so we're not going to go question to question, but hey, it was so fun seeing all those pirates come off that ship, invade here, go to the mayor of Tampa, something that happens every single year. They demanded the key to the city, and she gave it to them. JB, I'm going to send it back to you.
Nicole Rogers. Yeah, we are on a considerable delay to get this shot up. So, Nicole, you're probably hearing me about a minute later, but we were able to get all that. Thank you so much. We're going to be moving on now to Eagle 8 HD and check in with our own Jack Royer. Hey there, Jack.
Hey guys, we are back over the convention center for you after giving you the view of the parade route. We were trying to find the News Channel 8 Faces of 8 float. It'll be about midway through the rundown. There are about 121 different entrants into the parade, give or take a few that have had to bow out for various reasons, but well over 100 different people, or floats, I should say, will take place or take part in the parade today. There's the view of the convention center. It's thinned out a bit, but along the bridge that goes from Bayshore Boulevard right into downtown, packed with people today as they're looking to get that view.
Wow.
Yeah, and these are all folks walking from the convention center trying to make their way to the parade route, which is quite a task and quite a walk. You can see quite a few people moving right along to take their place now for the parade that'll get started in just a little while, and say nothing of the folks who have already lined the parade route today and are making their way there. Among all the road closures, because of the location of the hospital, Hyde Park Avenue heading into Davis Islands is fully open to maintain egress on and off of the island. Both of those roadways are still open to traffic, but road closures are in effect through quite a part of South Tampa, pretty much from Ballast Point all the way into downtown, quite a few spots. For folks that might be watching the invasion that want to get into the parade route, there are a lot of public transit options. The Tico streetcar lines are running today. Folks can park their car in Ybor City and take public transportation. Those are going to be rolling and have been from 9 a.m. today and will run, I understand, until about 7 p.m. tonight. So if you're not on foot and you're looking for a place to park your car and you want to make sure you don't park it in a no parking zone, they will tow your car today to ensure that emergency vehicles can move around and access different spots as needed. So look at those people just lining this parade route, packing it in already. And here in the channel as well, still tons of boats. So people are watching from a variety of different spots. That's the southbound side of Bayshore Boulevard, just packed with people and vendors getting ready to enjoy themselves today as we get ready to broadcast this parade in a bit.
Love to see it, Jack. And of course, this is, as we noted earlier, everybody, this is a three-part event. It starts with the invasion, which you have now just witnessed in the surrendering of the city of Tampa to the pirates, of course, that have invaded. The second part is then the pirates celebrate their invasion by parading through the streets of Tampa, really parading down Bayshore. And then the third part is them flooding into our businesses, and the party rages on tonight.
And
responsibly, of course, as well. Yes, Jack.
We want to let you know we're going to go ahead and land and get a little fuel so we can be ready for the parade broadcast. So feel free to stay with us as we head back to the airport. But we'll try to give you one more view of what's going on from high above. But we are going to power down for a few minutes and get geared up for the rest of our coverage.
We'll follow you in, Jack, because it's always fun to see, of course, Eagle do its thing. So
There's a good last shot, too.
Yeah,
look at that.
look
oh,
at
my
that.
goodness.
And now, Jack, too, before you go, these boats, are they going to make their way over towards Bayshore to be able to, continue the party and be able to have a good view of the parade itself?
It seems some of them already are. Some of them are making their way around the channel right now. We'll try to show you that as we head back over them. Quite a few of them are staying put for the time being, but you'll see here as we widen out our shot, as we get a little closer to the airport, some of them are already headed south, and some of them are in fact making the turn around and trying to get their position on Bayshore. I've heard somebody said to me yesterday in the neighborhood, they said, man, I wish I was out on a boat, but I don't know where I would go to the bathroom. You're out there for so long. So that's a consideration for folks watching from the water, but they're headed around. We'll be back up with you again in just a few minutes.
Amanda, you know where the bathroom is on
Sure
the boat.
do.
I didn't want to be the one to say it. You guys got there without me.
It depends. In this situation, it kind of depends on how much of a boat you have, because some boats, yeah, they're nice and you got a bathroom on the boat.
Yeah, but not every
Not all
every
of them.
boat, of course, has a nice fancy bathroom with privacy. As we watch here, Eagle land at Peter O'Knight right here in downtown Tampa. Jim doing a big shout out. Where's the applause button? Here it is. How about a big round of applause for Jim Hockett and Jack Royer and Nicole Rogers, our terrific Gasparilla team. They are awesome. As far as Tampa Mayor Jane Castor and her defense of this city, I have another sound effect. Yeah.
It's a mixture of feelings, right?
Yes,
Gave
it was
away
a.
the key, but we get to party, so.
It's a magical party.
Yeah.
But we also did not resist very well.
No, we didn't resist
No, we did not
She resisted really great over the past couple of days, though, so we'll give her that credit.
Oh man, hold on. Before I go back to the stream center shot, this is a great look at the skyline. Just it's
Look
pretty.
at that.
Pretty.
It is very nice.
That's our home, folks.
Yeah.
Tampa, Florida. We like it here.
We do. And all the other hundreds of thousands of people that are out there right now, they like it here too.
And the hundreds of thousands of people that are moving down here.
That's
hey,
true.
Jack.
Hey,
There
Jack.
he is. And one more time, Paul Lamison over your shoulder. And
Yes.
Jim Hockett back there too.
Yep, we'll see you again in just a few minutes, guys.
All right, you got it. Jack Royer, everybody in Eagle 8 HD. All right, now we can go back to the stream center.
I was gonna say, if you don't want Stream Center too, I have a shot of Bayshore, JB.
Let's see it.
On Weather 1.
Let's bring up weather computer number 1 and let's show it for our stream audience.
All right, if you can take your banner down, you have a little better of a view.
Okay. There we go.
There it is. There it is, folks. That is where Bayshore starts to round the corner, just before. So the parade route eventually will travel along this area. But obviously it's already packed with people.
Yeah, and look, it goes without saying, but some people don't like crowds.
Yeah. So this is what I was going to talk about earlier. We've been talking so much about the Jose Gasparilla, which is really exciting, and we had great shots of it from Eagle. But the Jose Gasparilla sits on Bayshore most of the year, where it's literally at a parking lot where you can go park your car, pay for parking, and you can go see the Jose Gasparilla, which is really cool. I think lots of kids would like to go see that. Maybe not during Bayshore or during Gasparilla. So yeah, go check it out.
It is a really cool thing.
It is. I mean,
super cool.
it's a icon for us here in Tampa.
I like that word. It is. It's iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It's a big part of the identity of Tampa. And
We've been saying all morning too. This is like a holiday for us.
It is.
In Tampa. This is a major holiday. I mean, we've been talking too about how people are starting to decorate their houses, which of course started during the pandemic, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere because it's exciting.
Yeah. It's Halloween in January for us. It is. It's a lot of fun. I want to spotlight as many comments. So if you're tuning in, folks, and you're saying, okay, what's the plan from here? 2:30 is our parade coverage. Amanda and I will be on stream for a little bit longer. We might have Eagle back at some point. We are absolutely going to be signing off by 2 o'clock. There's a half an hour break for us in our coverage. So at 2 o'clock, I know it might be before that, but 2 o'clock for certain will definitely be off stream because we get prepared then for our parade coverage that we'll be carrying here on this live stream. If it's on Facebook Live, if you're watching on Facebook Live, we'll be launching a new live stream, a new post with the live stream in it that you can watch for our parade coverage. If you're joining us on YouTube Live, you don't have to go anywhere. There will be a break in coverage. There will be 30 minutes where you won't see very much, but it's because our entire WFLA team is getting ready for parade coverage. And this is where we really pass the baton off. The digital team is live for invasion coverage, and then parade coverage, our broadcast team takes over. And so it's really teamwork makes the stream work, as they say, or as I say.